Good day, I'm Stephen McHugh, and this is your JIS news for Monday, March 18. Companies that made their assets tax payments for the current tax season will be entitled to a repayment of the amount, in keeping with government's recent policy decision to abolish assets tax for non-financial institutions. The assurance comes from Tax Administration Jamaica, and it follows Finance Minister Nigel Clarke's recent announcement during the budget debate. As a result, TAJ says non-financial institutions will no longer be required to make an assets tax declaration using the AT01 form, pending the necessary legislative change. TAJ says refunds will be made to entities that have already paid once it is determined that there are no arrears for previous years. Persons may also write to Tax Administration Jamaica to request that the amounts be used to offset other tax liabilities. Financial institutions such as banks and insurance companies are, however, advised that they are still required to file their assets tax declarations AT02, as the change does not affect their obligation. That declaration must be done online via the TAJ tax portal at jamaicatax.gov.jm and was due on or before March 15. Industry, Commerce, Agriculture and Fisheries State Minister Floyd Green has directed the Cannabis Licensing Authority, CLA, to fast-track the cannabis licensing approval process. He gave the directive during a recent meeting with the heads of the CLA. Minister Green expressed concerns about the length of time between application and decision and tasked the agency to explore ways to reduce that time. He acknowledged that a significant portion of the delay was a result of the due diligence requirements and gave a commitment to engage the CLA's external partners to see if a reasonable time frame could be agreed upon. The CLA is one of the agencies that falls under the Industry and Commerce portfolio to which Minister Green was recently assigned responsibility. The state minister says incorporating traditional growers in the legal cannabis industry is one of his critical priorities, and he has therefore directed the CLA to accelerate the Alternative Development Pilot Program. The program, which is set to be launched at the end of April, will target the communities of Accompong and Orange Hill. In the meantime, Minister Green has asked the CLA to embark on a more expansive education program about the application and licensing process for legal operation in the cannabis industry. All early childhood practitioners in government-run or supported institutions will receive a 15% increase in their monthly salaries effective April 1 this year. A statement from the Education Ministry indicates that this is in keeping with its mandate of providing support for early stimulation, as well as supporting the direction of the Early Childhood Commission, ECC. The salary increase will benefit early childhood practitioners in about 3,600 institutions and is part of $550 million allocated to support the new Brain Builders program in the 2019-2020 financial year. In addition, the ministry has budgeted $42 million to cover the cost for 12,000 early childhood teachers and practitioners in public educational institutions to obtain food handlers permits and annual police records.
This is part of the government's efforts to build a professional cadre of early childhood teachers with the required occupational health and safety standards.
The Airports Authority of Jamaica will be giving scholarships to 2 young persons from the Boscobel and Oracabessa areas to pursue studies in becoming private pilots. The decision will support the impact of ongoing expansion works at the Ian Fleming International Airport.
And I've challenged the Airport Authority and I've said to them, you must offer a scholarship, 2 scholarships, to the people in the communities around each airport in Jamaica. Because there are many children in Boscobel that will stand at the wire fence and look over here, see the plane, well want to go on a plane, well want to fly a plane, but they don't have the opportunity. And we must give them that opportunity.
The Transport Minister was speaking at the official commissioning of the Airport Rescue and Firefighting Vehicle at the Ian Fleming Airport on Wednesday. He said the private piloting training for the 2 students would allow them to get further training in commercial piloting. The National Works Agency, NWA, is undertaking a $38 million drainage improvement program in St. James. Community Relations Officer at the NWA's Western Region, Janelle Ricketts, says it targets several critical gullies and drains across the parish, which are heavily silted or blocked by debris and overgrown vegetation. Work will be done at the North and South Gully, the People's Arcade Drain, as well as drains along the Elegant Corridor. The program, which commenced in early March, forms part of the NWA's ongoing efforts to mitigate flooding in flood-prone areas. And finally, Sport Minister Olivia Grange says plans are underway for Jamaica to host a new international football tournament called Caribbean African Cup. She says this is part of government's drive to strengthen the relationship with Jamaica and the African community.
We want to move quickly to focus on pulling that together, setting the date so that we can have a full disclosure as to what is planned and to launch. This will become an annual event where we will have the Jamaica Caribbean African Soccer Cup.
The minister made the disclosure at the official opening of the new AstroTurf and dormitory at the JFF Captain Horace Burrell Center of Excellence. Minister Grange says the idea came from discussions between herself, the African Union's ambassador to the United States, and the Minister of Finance. The national teams of Namibia and Botswana are already confirmed, while Trinidad and Tobago and Haiti may also become part of the competition. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Stephen McHugh. Thanks for watching.